Hello from Boston, Massachusetts, a very charming city in the US region known as New England. Does it mean there's only British heritage here? Absolutely not. In today's video, we'll show you two neighborhoods famous for the Italian and the Irish settlements, which are the North End and Charlestown, where we are right now. We'll walk along these neighborhoods following the Freedom Trail, which is a 2.5 mile or 4-kilometer red brick trail, this one right here. Along this trail, you'll learn a little bit more about the American Revolution, which culminated with the independence of the United States. We've been showing the Freedom Trail in the past two videos here in Boston, intertwined with some other attractions. The best place to start the Freedom Trail is at Boston Common. We're right here at the Boston Massacre site. The reason is to avoid history overload and at the same time see what's nearby. But you could absolutely follow the entire Freedom Trail on the same day. It should take about 4 hours, depending on how many sites you want to visit inside and how much time you want to spend on each. Let's go! Nobody in the station during rush hour in the morning. The subway in Boston is just one set of stairs below ground. Quick and easy from the street. Advantages of an old subway.
Look at it. It's right there. Bunker Hill.
Yeah, how are we gonna see a monument here? We chose the foggiest day to see a monument here.
A tall monument. It
Yeah.
reaches to the sky. Did you know Dunkin' Donuts from Boston?
Yes, yes. That's why you chose them.
I'm ready to tackle that monument now.
Okay. Donuts are always good, huh?
Who said you could have a bite? It's my donut. You said you didn't want one.
There it is. Oh, I'm glad it cleared up a little. And we can at least see the monument. This here is the Bunker Hill Monument, which was erected at the site of the Battle of Bunker Hill. This was the first major battle in the Revolutionary War. So here it explains the British forces won this battle, but it cost nearly half of their men. So it was a defeat for the Americans, but it showed that there was hope. This sentence here got very famous with this battle. Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes. These were the orders. Normally you can go all the way up there.
Yeah, you can climb.
You can.
On the outside.
On the outside, no. But inside, you see that tiny window up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's almost 300 steps.
Yeah.
Closed because of the pandemic.
It's full of COVID?
I hope not. But it's a tight space, I guess.
Yeah.
Such a shame because I heard the view is so beautiful from up there and it is free. Still worth it coming here for the history. There are park rangers explaining everything. And there's also a museum. We're starting the Freedom Trail from the end, right here. Normally people start downtown and they walk all the way up to here. Charlestown is located in the north side of Boston. Charlestown is a historic waterfront neighborhood with Irish-American roots. Easy to realize that with the houses, huh? If you remember the boat tour from the previous video, that's the same monument we saw with the beautiful blue sky. The advantage is that we're here before the crowds. And let me tell you, Boston is very busy with tourists, even during the pandemic. It says Gordon right here.
Yeah.
So charming, isn't it?
It is.
Lovely.
Except when you would need to park.
Yeah, parking might be hard.
Especially in the winter.
It's actually a good day to walk, right? With this weather.
Every day's a good walk when you got me.
Aww.
Look it.
Yeah, let's follow.
Follow the path.
Keep following.
Oh, but hold on a second. This is the end. You're doing it backwards.
Interesting to see the patriotism here, right?
Yes.
Flags everywhere.
Yes.
In all the houses.
Red, white, and blue.
Really, really charming. Wow, look at this, baby. The ship has cannons, full of cannons.
Yeah.
All over.
Big. Big cannon.
Yeah. Another free attraction close to the museum is the USS Constitution. Look at this, how beautiful this ship. It is free, but you must bring an ID. Unfortunately, we cannot go in today because they close only once a week. When? Today, on Mondays. A lot of attractions here actually close on Mondays. They're actually doing maintenance work here today. Look at that. So let me tell you why this is important. This is the world's oldest ship still afloat, and she was never defeated in battle. She was launched in 1797 and retired from active service in 1881. Even closed, a lot of people come here to see it this early in the morning. That's because here outside you already have this beautiful view. There's a museum here too. It is open and it works on a donation basis. The suggested for adults is between $10 and $15. Here you can see a little bit of the monument over here. Now a little bit more covered with a fog. Oh, look at this, the harbor walk. The same 43-mile-long harbor walk I mentioned in the previous videos. All the way up here. Wow, and from here, you even have a better view of the ship. Look at this. I love this. You always know exactly where to go and never get lost. Even when you get to a place like this, just keep straight. No need for Google Maps. Are you ready for the longest walk of the trail?
What do you mean longest walk?
The longest walk in between sites.
I do 20,000 steps a day. This won't be long.
Yes, that's true. Let's go. Welcome to the North End, the oldest neighborhood in Boston, famous for the Italian immigration. When you talk about Italian immigration, what can you expect, maybe?
Italians.
Yes, and?
Salami.
And?
Pepperoni. Mozzarella.
Pizza!
Oh, okay.
But first, let's walk around the neighborhood. Look at this tiny little house here. It is thinner than a car. The name of the house is really Skinny House.
Differente.
And the house is right in front our next stop. Cops Hill Burying Ground. Oh, here it explains. Amongst those buried here are many of the participants of the Boston Tea Party. It was the event I explained in the previous video where they threw the tea in the harbor. When there's someone who participated in the Boston Tea Party, they have this plaque right here, and people throw some coins. This is another historic burial ground. Next stop is this church right here. This church is one of the most important stops along the trail because a very important episode in American history happened right here. Explain to me the midnight ride.
You tell me.
What happened right here?
They built a church and people go to church and find God there.
And after that?
I don't know.
Okay, so Paul Revere, and mark this name. It's a very important person. We're going to talk a lot about him from now on. He hung lanterns here warning that the British were coming. And there was a code, to know if they were coming by land or by sea. There's a very famous saying here that Americans learn in school. 1, if by land. 2, if by sea.
3 if under the ground.
There was no such option at the time.
Oh.
This is the Old North Church. This church was built in 1723, and it's the oldest in Boston, but it's actually most well known for the famous Midnight Ride. He had a fundamental role warning the rest of the colony that the British were coming. He's considered a national hero. At the end of the day, guess how many lanterns there were up there? There were 2. 300 years, 2 lanterns, 1 revolution. Wow. $5 to get in, but again, unfortunately, closed on Mondays. They still have services here every Sunday. Narrow streets, alleys. This part here looks more like Europe.
Yeah.
In the US, you normally find planned cities, geographically architected.
You don't think this was fun?
It doesn't look like, the streets are more like this. So here's Paul Revere.
He likes horses.
Did he have any option in the 18th century?
Yeah, he could have used his feet.
That's because the midnight ride happened on a horse.
Yeah, it was Paul Revere ride.
Oh wow, look at the street here, how nice. So full of restaurants. Look at this. Almost all of them here with names or menus in Italian. Only cheese, baby.
That's it?
That's it. They only have cheese pizza. It's a specialty. $2 per slice, cash only.
Bet you asked for pepperoni.
Yeah, it's because you wanted pepperoni. He looked at me, just cheese.
You're such a tourist.
And the pizza here is square.
Good.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a thick pizza, isn't it?
It's a thin crust.
So you normally go for pepperoni. How does it feel going for cheese today?
Excellent. You better hurry up.
Or you're gonna eat my slice too?
You're slice 3. You're slice 4. This is delicious.
This tastes like homemade pizza. I remember when my mom used to prepare pizzas when we were a kid. It's exactly the same taste. It's really good. Totally different from today's pizzas. I should probably eat with my hands here, but she gave me knife and fork, so why not? And it's an Italian pizza. I think the reason it tastes similar to my mom's is because it has real tomatoes here in the sauce. There are so many nice restaurants here along these streets. We chose one that is most likely among the most traditional ones here. Probably didn't change much since the opening. This is Galleria Umberto. They're famous for the pizzas, and when they run out, they run out. You know, they're only open for lunch, and that's it. This is recommended to us by a Bostonia. Normally they are huge lines. We're lucky because we're here really early. It's noon right now.
How dare you ask for pepperoni?
You asked for pepperoni. We saved some space for dessert, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna look for a very traditional place here to try a cannoli. Cannoli is something you should absolutely try here in Boston. It's a typical Italian dessert, and it's very popular among the Italian-American community. This place right here, Mike's Pastry, is probably the most famous among tourists because it is recommended in every tourist book. But again, we got the recommendation to go somewhere else and try probably a more traditional cannoli. In arrivo questo autunno. It means coming this fall. That's so funny how you see Italian written everywhere. Here's the cannoli.
I get first bite, and if I like,
And if you like, what
if I
happens?
like, I eat it all. What'd you get?
I got the traditional with chocolate chips.
Traditional doesn't have the chocolate chips.
Probably not, yeah, but you know. They have all kinds of flavors. They had like salted caramel, they had crust of chocolate.
Pretty good.
Wait a second, you ate all the chocolate chips?
On one side.
Oh, there's the other side. Lucky you. Mmm. That is so good. I didn't know what to expect about this. First time actually that I tried cannoli. This is not creamy side. This is ricotta cheese, also mascarpone cheese, and it is sweet actually. It is delicious. Tastes like cream, kind of, and it goes very well with the chocolate chips. I love the combination. The shell is crunchy, sweet but not very sweet, so it works very well. Now, this is the only house along the trail. This is Paul Revere's house. You can go in and it's open on Mondays.
One adult is $6. So we've got 2 buildings to see. Once you're done with the house, you'll cross that bridge, and the second building is the museum space.
Okay, thank you very much.
Enjoy it.
You cannot shoot anything inside the house, but it is very interesting. There are guys there explaining you the history, explaining how the family used to live. Some of the furniture is authentic, and there are items that belonged to Paul Revere as well. What is amazing is that he was not recognized as a national hero until mid-19th century. It's a spacious house. There are 2 bedrooms that you can see inside. But he had 16 kids, huh? In this neighborhood here, only rich people used to live, and he was someone who actually lived the American dream by becoming rich through his own work. An example of his work, he used to cast spells, among other things, for a living. Just learned with a guide here that this is the oldest house in Boston still standing. It was already 90 years old when Paul Revere bought it in the 1700s, and it's been a museum since 1908. Very interesting, just $6 to visit, and there's also a small museum in the end explaining what was the midnight ride. Oh, how lovely this park here. And look at the sun showing up now. Now would be a good moment to go see the monument. Wanna go back?
Nope.
Come on, we'll have a much better view. This here is probably still the Harbor Walk. Wow, I love it. It's great how the city is so walkable, and the view is always beautiful. Let's go add 10,000 more steps.
1,000.
Just 1,000?
That's it.
We're back downtown at an area that is among the favorite for tourists. This is Quincy Market. As the name suggests, Quincy Market is a market, and it has served meat, produce, dairy goods, in one shape or another since 1826. Look at how this area used to be way back when. There are 3 pavilions. This is the Quincy Market itself. Then there's South Market, and North Market is over there. The main building is a huge food hall, or better, fast food hall. And on the sides you find some shops and more restaurants.
Welcome back, we're open.
Yeah, but not today. Faneuil Hall was built to become a marketplace. There was this important businessman here in town. He volunteered with his own money to build this place and give to the city, but people didn't want.
Why?
They were afraid the farmers would get together and raise prices.
Illusion.
Exactly. Before, everyone to buy their produce, they had to go to the farmers, right? And they were all isolated. They didn't really have contact with each other. If they put all of them together in the same place, there was a risk.
Smart people.
So there was a vote. The idea passed by 7 votes. I think it was 367 against 360.
Almost equal.
This is how Faneuil Hall was born, but then it became more important for what was going on the 2nd floor. Some of the most important debates in town were taking place right there. Faneuil Hall is often referred to as the home of free speech, and the first town meeting in America happened right here.
Really?
Have you ever heard of no taxation without representation?
Yes.
That was decided right here.
Yes. I took some pictures, and over there, it's got a sign. You know what a sign says? Follow shelter.
No way.
It's for nuclear bombs.
No way.
Yeah, if one goes down, you go down there.
Oh, wow. There are so many places to eat and drink here in Boston. If you're still undecided after seeing so many facades here in the video, let me show you 2 other places that will make you feel like part of the history. This is the oldest tavern in the United States from 1795. It's the Bell and Hen Tavern. This is the oldest tavern, and over there, the oldest restaurant, Union Oyster House from 1826. The restaurant keeps some old historical facts here on the windows. Boston is a really nice city, but there are a few more things you should know before planning a trip here. 1, it is expensive. Compared to New York City, hotels here are even more expensive if you want a good location. 2, it is worth it staying downtown because it is so beautiful and you can do everything walking. What would you highlight?
What would I highlight? The history. There's so much history. And it's a city you can walk. And don't forget to hit the water.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's so beautiful, huh?
Oh, go to New York for pizza. It's $1 pizza there. Here it's $2. $2 pizza here.
Also, this is a university city. During the school year, 1 in 5 people here is a university student. Here you also find some of the most prestigious universities in the world, like Harvard, MIT. They're located a little bit further away from downtown Boston, but it is a really beautiful area. I've been there once. It's very worth seeing it, and it's full of history as well. There are more college students in Boston per square foot than any other city in the Western Hemisphere. Hope you enjoyed discovering Boston with us. If this is the first video you watched, no, there are 2 more videos and they're linked in the playlist over here. Thank you very much for coming along with me, and I see you in the next city then.